Well, this week is about the late Ox Baker when the Heart Punch kills. On June 13th, 1971, Ox Baker and his partner, The Claw, were wrestling in the AWA Midwest Tag Team Championship match against Alberto Torres and his partner, Cowboy Bob Ellis, in Verdigre, Nebraska. Torres was injured during the match and died 3 days later. Though evidence indicated that Torres died of a ruptured appendix, Baker's heart punch was blamed, and though by his own account Baker was privately distraught over the death, he did work it as he thought he killed Torres. This also happened again on August 1st, 1972 in Savannah, Georgia. Baker faced Ray Gunkel, who was a popular wrestler in the Georgia promotion. He was also a part owner, though it was claimed that Grunkel dropped dead in the ring from the heart punch. Others account, most notably in Vince McMahon's Sex, Lies, and Headlocks, stated that Gunkel had suffered a heart attack from an apparent overindulgence in a restaurant before the match. The truth is that Grunkel won the match and died in the dressing room after the match. In both cases, Baker was blamed for the death. You guys' thoughts?
I was following up on this, and I did a little bit of research. For one thing is that I checked out is that I believe that there was an autopsy on Gunkel and that he had suffered from an undiagnosed arteriosclerosis, if I'm pronouncing that properly. So while the heart punch, some people would still say that was the cause of it, that's not necessarily even the case, because the wrestling match could have caused the heart attack. And keep in mind, back then, wrestlers were not just doing not one match, they were doing 2 or 3 matches a night. So that very well could have caused it. And that heart diagnosis, other people have died from that just suddenly. Who else had that same heart condition? Brian Pillman, who, by the way, also died, all of a sudden from a heart attack. So, and he didn't get a heart punch. So, do I really think that these men died from this heart punch? Absolutely not. But of course, the wrestlers had to work it back then because that's all they had. They had to use it. Also, real quickly, Ox was also now a trainer, and I wrestled an interview, and I did not know that Ox trained 2 wrestlers that went into the WWE. One of them was The Undertaker, who also, before he became The Undertaker, he was Mean Mark Calloway, used that heart punch. And he actually broke his wrist at one point in time. Another man that he trained was Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Back to you.
Andy, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm pretty much in agreement with Rick, to be honest. I think it's typical wrestling thing. Make something out of nothing, really. It sells the heart punch, and it sells, I suppose, a deadly move. It's no different than they do today, really.
And finally, Bay.
I don't know much about Ox Baker. It's a shock to know that this heart punch did such damage. And to be honest with you guys, I'm going to take you back to 1997. The last time I seen the heart punch was in WCW by a wrestler named Ice Train, who was managed by Teddy Long.
Thank you for listening to this edition of Controversies and Scandals with Lance Moss. If you want more controversies, head on over to youtube.com/Lance Moss TV. Until the next time, this is your hardcore host, Rick Head, saying we'll see you when we see you.